I need to get it going on my phone as well, so I can make sure it's working.
Allow me to remind you that an epidemic of unknown origin has already eradicated a few genuinely distinctive towns in the northern part of the country. The cause and circumstances of these tragic events remain uncertain. There is a lot that we cannot explain yet. It appears as though the plague has a mind of its own, as if it is driven by some irrepressible will. Why else has no one managed to fight it successfully? Why does it target the most precious aspects of our existence? The sand plague picks its victims fastidiously, and the same principle always draws it back to whoever tries to oppose it. Surprisingly, we've yet to hear a single word from the powers that be.
Alright, I'm just going to make sure the sound is working for that part. Okay, it seems like it's picking up my voice and the sound of the game, which is good. We've got a new setup this time. I'm streaming away from home. And this time, Pathologic Classic HD is being recorded live in front of a studio audience. Viewer discretion is advised. I left my notes on the desk. Hang on. Don't get comfy, anyone. Huh? Oh, weird. Okay. I've just got reports that there is a weird sound to my microphone right now, but I don't know how to fix it yet. So, I have updated the notes online. I think the link should be in the description for this video, but I'm not sure. If it's not here, it'll be in the comments in probably the first or second video. It's updated, but it's messy, so apologies if you have trouble finding things. Where we last left off was, I think we were on day 3. It's recording from both microphones. Yeah. Can you still hear me?
Delay.
It's a delay? Gotcha. Okay, it's picking up my audio from both devices, which is not supposed to happen. Give me one moment, please.
Okay. Sorry for that. I didn't realize the microphone was picking up. It was trying to use two microphones, really. But that should be fixed now. Okay, we're clear. Sorry about that. I'm still learning how to do stuff. Hmm? Do you need me to adjust anything? Okay. Okay. Sorry, we're still ironing out problems. So where we last left off was, I'm pretty sure we're still on day 3. We can check here when I hit continue. Something's gonna happen to Peter today, and I don't know what. On top of that, I don't remember how to check what day it is. Day 3. So it's about 3 p.m. on day 3. My last notes, we need to look for Loafer, who's the younger Beaker brother in the silent house. And I couldn't get into the silent house this time, I think we ended up giving the key to the house to Alex. So he's got that. But I don't think I could ask him about getting access into the silent house now. We talked to Ruben, and we found out that Ruben ran away with Simon's body so he could figure out if Simon's organs were even human, which is something I'm curious about as well, but Ruben's still a real piece of work for not letting me know where he was going. So I'm still a bit mad at him. We talked to Maria about Katerina and Clara, and we learned that this Clara person has the ability to make people love her and trust her right away, so it's a bit suspicious that she's getting involved in these. I mean, Alex and Katerina are powerful people, so it's a little bit. Clara's sus. We talked to Alex about obtaining samples from bodies, and we learned that the guards will become hostile if they see us trying to get samples from plague victims. So we need to figure that out. And it was recommended from Big Vlad that we go find a butcher. And I'd actually killed 2 butchers earlier. because I suspected that they might have Simon's body, and they did not. But it is marked on our map now that there is probably a butcher in Aspidy's house, which is where there was one before, so I don't doubt it. Though I did tell her with the butcher before to take the butcher away, so it still says I need to inform Alex of my plans, but I'm pretty sure we already did. Let's just pop back in. See if there's something I missed in dialogue here.
They say hitting hard is a good enough start.
We are doing worse than ever. The infection is spreading. Yeah. Okay. Let's pop out of here. I think I might have other quests in here as well. We have letters. We already talked to Ruben. I'm getting hit by something. That was freaky. Oh, there's a plague cloud there. My immunity's kinda down. That's not good. It's not a good thing to have immunity down. My exhaustion's also kinda low. Oh goodness, let's just pop in here for a second. We can't pop in here. Run. 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 Please run. Move your feet, Bachelor. Oh goodness, there's more over here. You know what, let's just reload, because that'll put us safely in Alex's house. And we'll figure out our quests in there. Our in-game quests, the ones that I either haven't done yet or haven't written down. Let's see. If I am to, this is today's quest, so this is the one I need to complete or else everything is gonna go to hell in a handbasket. If I am to eradicate the enemy, I must study its habits and capture it. This will be no mean feat. As is customary, we will need to perform an autopsy on someone who has already succumbed to the sand plague, in order to procure a specimen of infected tissue. First and foremost, I need to secure Savarov's consent, lest any of the usual complications linked to working with dead bodies should arise. If I can reach an agreement with the concealers, then the runaway butchers might help provide dead bodies for my autopsies. I've heard rumor of a house here, somewhere on Earth, where the criminal workers of the abattoir go into hiding. So that's Aspidy's place. Our other tasks, we needed to find the body of the immortal, so this was Simon's body, and we now know that Ruben has it. For whatever reason, this hasn't been updated with that information. So that's a bit weird. I guess maybe when Ruben actually shows us the body, we'll write it down here. And Capella requests that I find the little boy who ran off to the infected district. We can't get into the silent house. She says it's reasonable to assume that the child is to be found somewhere close to the silent house, so I guess we can wander around there again, but I don't want to. I hate it here. I don't want to. Maybe that, let's look that up first. Let's look up, I'll just do a Google, and that way we don't have to spend a lot of time there and I don't have to be stressed out. I really hate the silent house. I had nightmares about it when I first played Pathologic. Loafer, Pathologic, Day 3, location. Oh, I guess I need to specify what route I'm on as well. Day 3, Bachelor location. Sorry, it's just taking a minute to load. Oh, is this the whole... This is the whole thing. I'm not looking for main quest. I'm looking for... Okay, we'll be directed to a house to the southeast of Sticky's. At an inlet in the wall, he will find a small child called Loafer. So he's not in the silent house, he's near the silent house, for sure. I still don't want to go anywhere near there. Like, I just barely left Alex's house and I got spooked by all the plague victims wandering around, which isn't, you know, not ideal. Okay, I think if we just head out this way, and Sticky's house is here, so south of him is possibly this house, and we're looking for an inlet in the wall. Okay. Just keep your eyes peeled. And if you see something, let me know. Hello, guard who doesn't do anything if I'm ever in danger. Screw you. I think this should be Sticky's right. Yeah, once we get to this area where there's a big loop of fences, that's gonna be Sticky's house. Oh, okay, I won't get those trash cans then. That plague cloud sure showed me. Okay, so right here, we're gonna go between the houses. That should be Sticky's here, or there. Well, one of these is Sticky's, so we just need to go south of here and look for an inlet in the wall. Oh goodness, okay. Oh please no. Stop it. Hey, do something. There's someone following me out here. Do something. Oh, my immunity's way worse than before we restarted. Did we go too far? Where are we? Yeah, we went way outside of the thing. I got too spooked again. Where's this dumb kid? Pathologic. Bachelor. Route. Loafer. Location. If someone could just put an X on the map for me. There's a spoiler-free guide on Steam, so maybe that will help. Day 1, Day 2, Day 3, that's the main quest. Okay, so it's a closed-in yard near Sticky's house. So we need to go in that fenced-in area. Oh, please. Bro, you're not gonna do anything about that? Can I just go past him? It looks like he's stuck. He was stuck until I changed an angle to get a better look at him. Are you... there's a dead one right next to you. Are you gonna do something about this one? Buddy. He is leaving the quarantine area. Yeah, hit him. Hit him. With your bare fists. That's a great idea. Good job. Great job. Fantastic job. Now you're gonna carry the disease to everybody else. Great. Glad we got that sorted. Okay, where am I? Between houses, we need to go through here, and up through here, and then in here. Ah! This side quest is turning out to be a lot more trouble than it's worth, I imagine. Like, I don't think I'm gonna get anything out of this. Another guard. He's going towards the closed-in fence. Because I think maybe I need to be on this in this area? Is that... Oh, buddy. You're dying. Okay. Oh, you too. Okay. Is this not a closed-in yard? It's full of dead people. Where's the kid? Stop plaguing at me. Is it the other side of this? These all have little, like, sort of indents in the walls. Also, I know my infection just went up a little bit, but there isn't much I can do about that at this point in time. Like, I have lemons and stuff, but... There you are! Ouch. Are you Loafer? Uh-huh. That's me. And how do you know me? Victoria told me. Capella knows I'm here? Look, could you tell her I didn't go anywhere and you just randomly bumped into me here? Eh? Or better still, I'm not here but over there, by the river? I will if you leave at once, and give me the schmouder. I've been told that this is the place where this, you know, sort of tongue comes out of the ground. A tongue made of dirty lumps. Like, made of thick air. You're standing at the exact spot, sir. Just give me the schmouder. Oh, actually, you seem to be right. I do have a fever. Let me take the schmouder, will you? Run back to your crowd and tell them that I've banned the test since schmouders are deadly rather than curative. I'll testify that you stood your ground until the very end. Alright, I suppose I'm in no position to argue. But you will confirm what really happened here, right? If anyone asks? Just give me the box already. Oh boy. We're getting pretty dizzy. Oh, I think I just got a letter as well. Let's get out of this place. we'll head back to Alex and park at his house again. You gotta be kidding me. I was gonna take that street, man. Okay. Maybe we'll park in Peter's instead, since he's right here. Ah, okay. Let's check out that letter we got. Epidemic. Written on your recommendation. Sent for approval. The address to the townspeople. Oh, one moment. Okay. Epidemic. Written on your recommendation. Sent for approval. The address to the townspeople. Attention all citizens. Following the outbreak of a lethal disease commonly known as sand plague, sand pest, and sand dirt, the town authorities hereby declare state of emergency. The disease is extremely contagious. There is still ongoing research as to how the disease is transmitted, but cases of contact and droplet infection has been confirmed. There are currently no vaccine solutions in the town, and none are to be expected before the regular train arrives. Please be extra careful! The townspeople are forbidden to leave their homes unless under special instruction. Remember, the possibility of infection is much lower for those who stay indoors. The citizens are advised to sterilize their household wares, boil their clothing, and exterminate as many vermin as possible. Do not panic. Medics, couriers, and executors will take care of mail delivery as well as the distribution of drinking water, provisions, and medicine. And infected meat, if, what everybody's saying is to be believed. Requests should be written down and slid under the door for couriers to collect. This address was composed on the instructions of Bachelor Dankovsky and ratified by the State of Emergency Town Governor Alexander Savarov. It is compulsory to follow every advice herein. That's good, so they're actually like... It's not letting me close out. There we go. They actually finally did that. Okay, apparently I have no other choice but to test the Schmouder myself. Use it on myself? I don't think that's a good idea. I just want to look at it under the microscope. Okay, so that's something else that we'll do here. What if I give it to Peter? Because his house is like adjacent to an infected house. Like it's literally attached to an infected house right now. Hey, buddy. Do you want a Schmouder? This might kill you. Take it.
Your face is fading away. Are you sick?
Okay, no. Was that another letter? Confidential notation. Written on your recommendation. Sent for approval. The annotation for patrolmen, couriers, executors, and sanitary personnel. In order to prevent panic, this annotation is classified, and its contents should be under no circumstances disclosed to the civilian population. The disease is incurable. There is no vaccine, neither here nor in the capital. However, there are a few positive facts. The probability of contracting the disease is significantly lower for someone who has taken immune system stimulants. As of now, we believe that A pills and B pills, yellow-colored and blue-colored pills respectively, provide the best protective effect. Excessive doses of these medicaments may be detrimental to one's health. Additional protection is afforded by synthetic clothing. Woolen garments are strictly off limits because of parasites. The clothing should be changed as often as possible. Important! The disease develops sporadically. At its initial stage, it does not progress in any significant way, especially if antibiotics are taken. However, if contact with the infection reoccurs, the development of the disease becomes extremely rapid. Oh yeah, you can even see my infection's gone way up from when I started. I don't know if that's because I kept stumbling into clouds every step of the way, or if it just progressed, but it looks bad. The disease is not transmitted by means of droplet infection. As of now, we've yet to find out how it is contracted. Preliminary tests suggest that the disease is not contagious at early stages. Therefore, there is no need to isolate the sick person immediately after the appearance of the symptoms. About the executors. In consideration of your particular line of work, we believe that you will not be able to avoid infection. If you have contracted the disease, do not give in to despair. It would have happened sooner or later anyway. Try your best to conserve the infection at its initial stage. Take antibiotic medicine. Consider using the schmouters. They are extremely dangerous, but they help curb the infection. Alright. Let's do it. Let's test the schmouter. We'll save here. Where is the schmouter? Is it in drugs? Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, I nearly died. But the infection's gone. Do we have something to raise my health? I guess I'll have to take something when I sleep tonight. Oops. I'm actually not trying to cheat right now. There we go. I think as long as we don't have to worry about being stabbed or otherwise shot or injured, we can run on that little bit of health. And I guess we'll go to... We can go talk to Capella on our way to Aspides. And should we stop at Andre's? Did we talk to him before about Peter? Like, I have this thing in the bounds menu that something's gonna happen to Peter, and I don't know what to do about that. Nope. I heard that cloud. I'm leaving. Not touching a trash can anymore. Okay, we'll pop into Andre's real quick and grab some water. There we go. How's it going in here? I can't afford much. I thought this guy used to have a lockpick too, but I guess not. Could buy twiring. Maybe we should get more coffee beans? I have 2 coffee beans. Maybe I'll buy 1 more. I probably should have saved that for food, but oh well.
What?
Oh, here we go. We've got a lot to ask this guy. I'm gonna have to start a new sheet. I don't see anything about Peter, though. Let's ask him for his perspective on why examining dead bodies leads to so many complications. A hole in any body is a very intimate thing. Even your natural orifices are better off closed or covered. Cover your mouth when you yawn, else the soul may fly out. Cower in the corner when you defecate. Cover yourself with sheets and darkness when you copulate. It's the orifices rather than the people that make all these processes taboo. What are you driving at? And the unnatural holes. Don't even get me started. Who can tell if the body wants to be opened? How is it meant to be cut? A carcass only welcomes the touch of a master. The cut of a master follows the line that liberates the body from itself. One moment. Okay. Let's ask him, haven't you ever, how did you put it, created unnatural holes in bodies? You seem to have mastered the art of knifing. The issue, my good Daniel, is that I've mastered the art of penciling even better. Have you ever killed someone with a pencil? Save your salt for someone else's wound. If only it were a man. It's just a theory, though. Let us drink to bold endeavors, bachelor. Let us fucking open up everything that's supposed to lie hidden under wraps. No need to restrict ourselves. We may as well be hanged for a sheep as for a lamb. You know, I'd rather take a bottle to drink off the premises right now. Let's ask him something else.
Who would have thought? The plague is on our doorstep. So, it has come to this.
If you care for your bodies so much, how come there are so many murderers roaming the streets? Am I not supposed to hurt them too? The bastards deserve to be exterminated. No one will punish you for killing a criminal. An official decree was just announced by Sabarov's men. Are you planning to get your hands dirty too? And why not? Muggers and killers hold nothing sacred, so they are exempt from sacred laws and traditions. They pull their knives first. You're free to disembowel them, tear their arms off, and perforate them to your heart's content. I guess that's good to know. Anything else? Can you actually tell us something we don't already know?
Fortune appears so blind to none as to those to whom she has done no good. That was an aphorism.
Do you believe in prophecies? We've got a lot of that going around. It depends. I agree, this may seem inconsistent with materialism. On the other hand, when your own experience convinces you to their effectiveness, you have to take them into account. Have you been foretold something? Well, the day before yesterday, Katerina foretold my untimely death. Katerina is not talentless. That must mean you will die sooner or later. Nothing to be done about it. Uh-huh. Okay, spoken like a true optimist. He really just likes ending this conversation after I talk to him.
The plague is on our doorstep.
I have so many questions.
So, it has come to this.
A girl named Anna Angel lives in the neighborhood. Is she the Angel of Thunderstorm fame? No, that was another one. Also called Angel, yeah. Do you think Anna is a singer? Ha! No one has ever heard her sing, because she's not a singer at all. She's hiding from the powers that be here, and any noise scares her shitless. Okay, so this is actually new information. Thank you. So, we have that Anna is hiding from the powers. She's not a singer. Why is she hiding? What did she do? What was the crime? She claims to be a political case. But really, look at her. Does she really look like she belongs to the underground? She has nothing to do with the February revolt. Although, when there's smoke, there's fire. I think the sweet girl used to serve as a cover for the Ace of Diamonds caravan. And if my guess is right, I wonder what her position was. We're all monsters here, see? A town of freaks. Eh? That's interesting. I don't know what any of this is. New words here. Ace of Diamonds caravan. So, Anna claims it's political. But Andre says she has nothing to do with the February revolt. And he thinks that she used to serve as a cover for the Ace of Diamonds caravan. I'll ask about this Ace of Diamonds thing. There was some sort of play about it, the Theater of Death. Right. The caravan. Don't you remember? The kidnapping story? The accusation of thimble riggers? Have you forgotten the orgy in the capital? They started killing street performers on sight. Our own Mark Immortal ended up on the run. Oh, that's new too. We're learning something about this guy. So the caravan involved kidnapping, what is thimble rigging? And an orgy in the capital. And also killing street performers on sight. Okay. And we've learned that Mark Immortal was running away from this. Tell me more about Mark. The director of our theater, a genius puppet master. He also directs masks. You should take a look. It's in the Morrow, on Spinner Yarn Square. I'd like to know more about the local theater. If you haven't drunk your tongue out, that is. Immortal has dug out some of the ritual masks of an ancient steppe cult. Okay. I don't know that that's good. I think masks and cults usually end up being bad things in video games, and especially video games about strange things happening. I don't think it is fine. Now he's having fun with them, and with himself, claims that the local mimes can tell the future. See, cult and masks and future telling doesn't make me any more comfortable. As for me, I think he's making fun of the mistresses, and by extension, of us all. He's a motley buffoon. Alright. So, I'm writing all of this down. I've seen these kind of masks somewhere. Oh, he doesn't want to talk about the masks anymore.
Why do you all come here to gawk at me?
What would you say about Maria? Maria? I'd say that the brilliance of her talent is going to surpass even Nina's one day. Maria will be grabbing stars by the handful while sipping Earth's magma. I'm putting some great hopes in her. And please note that I seriously mean it, not a hint of irony in my voice. So, what's the nature of her talent then? I haven't seen her drinking magma yet. Every Kane possesses this gift, the ability to see the unseen and achieve the unachievable. The art doesn't have a name because very few people have mastered it. Maria is concealing her true power for the time being, but it has already become apparent that she will stop at nothing when the time comes. Her sheer power will justify any despotism that would spring from it. So Andre thinks that Maria is super powerful. So if every Kane possesses this gift, why is Victor the way that he is? Because I haven't seen him do anything particularly important so far. Okay. Are you saying that there are some records of each of the Kanes displaying these abilities? I would actually be very interested in that. Yeah, sure. Please, find the certificate verifying their dragging into the daylight talents attached to their wall. It's no fucking child's play. Not a trade that allows to start a small hole-in-the-wall business. If you need illustrative magic tricks, go to the theater. Okay, no need to get so angry. I don't think this guy likes me.
Yes.
So what's your opinion on Victor Kane, because he doesn't seem to have any powers. Victor is a natural-born ruler. He could be doing it all by himself. It's Victor, not Georgie, who is Simon's true heir. But he wants to leave this place to further his education and get a degree. Treachery, if you ask me. Wow. So, natural-born ruler. Wants to leave to further his education. And Andre hates that. Aren't you being a little too harsh? Not at all. The Kanes may seem like unpredictable petty tyrants, but we have them to thank for the horrendous civil war passing our town by. The powers that be, can't you see, instead of building a utopia in this wreck of a country, they're tearing the last scraps of the good that had been done by their predecessors into even smaller scraps. Do you think it's easy to make a stand in a situation like this? I still don't understand what Victor has to do with any of this. Somehow, and I can only explain it with sorcery, Simon was able to redirect the games that the powers that be play away from our modest town. They never paid attention to us, never violated us, never touched us at all, and the town flourished. Victor was a good disciple to Simon. He'll manage to renew his achievements. Georgie won't. Okay. Another important thing. Why hasn't Victor left to further his education or whatever? Why is he still here? His love for Maria is holding him back. He sees Nina's ghost in her after all. I can relate too. Living in the town where everything reminds you of her is unbearable. but I'd rather see him grab the power and compel the town to make another turn, bringing it upwards. So he's not leaving... Okay. It'll all work out in the end. I'm not going to invite him to drink more because I don't think that's a good idea.
My condolences to the new governor.
Can you tell me about Grace? Because she's living all up there by herself in that cemetery. Grace, the corpse lover's daughter. What is there to tell? The daughter of the caretaker of the cemetery. He used to drink like a fish and got his baby girl addicted to Twirine too. Driven her mother to an early grave, and would have driven the daughter too had he not died of that shit himself. Oh, yikes. One moment. So, he offered her Twirine since she was a child? Yep, she's not much of a talker. The dead offer her company more often than the living. She used to look after the grave since she was a child, and that obviously messed with her little head. She's a guardian spirit of the local cemetery, just like the Mother Superior is the guardian spirit of the termitary. I hadn't heard of the Mother Superior, I'd heard of the Father. From, I think it was Big Vlad? Or was it Little Vlad who told us about that? Regardless, one of the Vlads told us about that. We should write this down as well. Andre's given us a whole page of information. I'm gonna be on the backside soon. This is nuts. And he still hasn't told us anything about Peter. So, who is this Mother Superior? The daughter of the commandant. She's like an ants queen of the whole DOS house. Rumor has it, the monsters tend to her every need, spoon-feeding the girl. I'd like to have a look. Well, that's... yeah, okay. Anything else unpleasant to
Why are you
discuss?
standing there like a dummy?
Your eyes are positively turning green, and they used to be brown. Let's see. I should check off some of the other stuff that we did as well. We found Loafer, we got the Schmouder from him, we tested the Schmouder on ourselves, it hurt. Okay. We talked to Alex about the samples. I don't know why I didn't check these off before. Also Ava asked for a bottle of Twirine. So I guess I should buy some? And I don't remember if we actually talked to Big Vlad or not, so I guess when we're talking to Victoria, we'll also stop at Vlad's. Oh, I hadn't meant to. Oopsie. That's frustrating. Oh, I accidentally clicked new game. I'm gonna have to like yeah. I'm all the way back here. Okay. I'm disheartened. I did reload, but it put me all the way back to Peter's. Oh well, I still have my notes in front of me, so at least I don't have to write everything down again. Nope, don't play get me. Oops. Okay, so we're just gonna click through Andre's stuff since we've already done it. And we'll buy the... You had some, right? Yes. Jeez, it's gonna be all of my money, but okay. Eva wants one, so... I don't know if she'll actually take it, but we've got it now.
That's it. There's Who would have thought? The plague is on our door. How's my brother? Who would have thought? The plague... Oh, I would have let... Who would have thought? There's nothing to talk about. Who would have thought? The plague is on our...
Can I talk to these people in here? No, I guess not. Okay, I'm hoping if we stick to the edges we can just cross the bridge if we run into people who are carrying the plague. Though I think we're outside of the zone where the plague is. I really would like that map from Little Vlad. I think if we end up near him I'm just gonna cheat in the money from it so I can keep track of what's going on. I think... yeah, the Ogumskis are on the other side of the bridge anyway. So we'll head there and then come back around after we've talked to them and go to Aspides. Okay, let's talk to Capella first. And tell her that we tested a schmouter.
The children no longer remember me.
Oh yeah, I didn't take the schmouter. Oopsie. I did that before I had to reload. So that didn't count, so I'm currently walking around town while infected. I'm sure that won't have any repercussions. Let me just... excuse me, let me just tell her that I found the boy but got infected in the process and see where that leads us. I warned you, didn't I? Yeah, I should have listened to you. Can I talk to her anymore?
What?
Do you know where the dead are being brought to these days? Are you going to work with the dead yourself? Are you serious? Or am I mistaken? I don't really have much choice. Ruben doesn't talk to me. And he runs off and does his own thing, and he won't leave his lab now. And it's not like I've got, like, access to... I don't really have access to people who will cut dead bodies up for me. It seems like a very taboo thing here. I don't have a choice. There are some butchers on the loose. It was not so long ago that I could have commanded them in my father's name, and they would have brought you anything. They have the power and the right to break the Udurg's bonds. But now, after the riot, our name doesn't really carry the same punch. Let them bring everything to the warehouses? I've turned one of them into a field prosectorium. I don't think that's a good idea. What about... Ruben? He doesn't have any way to defend himself against plague. Also, I don't have any right to disclose the place publicly. Ruben's keeping it a secret for a reason. I won't tell anybody. The butchers are not known for their long tongues. Okay.
Do you know any...
There we go. I used the Schmouter. Oh, I need to cheat my exhaustion down when we go into Vlad's over here as well. I should probably save now, actually. Let's do that real quick. What was it? I said real quick, but I don't actually remember how to do the command anymore. I know it was pretty simple, but it's a lot simpler when you have the codes right in front of you. Okay, we fixed our exhaustion at least, and we'll fix the rest in-game with items if we can.
The girl is fine, but the boy... the boy's unbearable.
Okay, I can't talk to Big Vlad about anything, so I'll assume that we completed that quest that I have written down. We'll continue on to Aspidy's house, which is back across town. And I'm also going to give my voice a break while we do this. I think I'm out of lockpicks right now too, but if I can find a good source of them that's like affordable, I think I'd like to... Oh, we need to go around to the front of the house. I'd like to break into houses and steal some food if I can manage it. Right now it's not really a feasible thing. Lockpicks are expensive and infrequent to find. Oh goodness, it's all fenced in. It's all fenced in all the time. Can I go around the front this way? I don't think I can. I think I have to go all the way around, but we'll try. hey, there's a kid wandering around. Do you have lockpicks? Also, stay away from that guy. He's sick. We know all about you. Can we barter? Lockpick! Oh my goodness. I'm selecting it. Do I need to put stuff in the window first? Here, you can have... And that's also revolver ammo, so... Oh. Do I have both of them selected? I don't think I do. Can I unselect something? You know what, let's just close out of this and open the window again. Oh, that works too. There's a button. Okay. Did I get the lockpick? It seems like that didn't work. I don't have the lockpick in my inventory. Why can't I click the pick? Hang on. I don't want to reload, but I also don't want to lose all my stuff to trade on that. That was like a weird bug. Is it because I have so many like guns in my inventory right now? Should I sell one of them? I need to save more often. Oh, and I need to do the... There we go. Had to re-enter the cheat since we reloaded. I mean, I have plenty of slots there, right? So I should be able to pick up a lockpick. Okay, the next time I see someone to trade with, I'll just save right beforehand. I think it's fenced in all the way around here. Oh, but there's water back here. I guess as the infection spreads, doors will start being open, and then I can just walk into houses instead of lockpicking, but that also has the chance of getting me infected, doesn't it? This is just completely blocked off all the way around, isn't it? Oh, there we go. Was there a gap in the fence the entire time? I feel like that wasn't there until I went all the way around. That's what I'm choosing to believe right now. I hate that it's so dark in here. I hate your house, lady. How's it going?
Lies always turn out to be true. Don't mess with Earth.
Oh, she's got a fever. That's not good. Do you know? Let's warm her up to the runaway butchers thing. So I don't think she's gonna like that I want to use them after making her lead one of them out. Do you know anything about how the disease is transmitted? I know everything. Everything in the world? The infection goes straight to the head. It talks to you a bit with this little inner voice. Then it moves in completely. For a while. The tenant is rather troublesome, and the body makes for lousy lodging. It breaks apart all too easily. And so the disease leaves it, and moves along to find someone else. Can you be a little bit more specific? Elaborate a little bit more? It listens to your thoughts, peeks inside you, takes a nice look, and moves in. But the check-in only happens after a very short and crucial interview. It'll only move in if it fancies you. Otherwise, you may keep on with your plain, boring life. But making it fancy you is easy. It doesn't really discriminate, as you can see. Okay, has this plague spoken to you too? I think it did. It's just that I was unlucky. Thanks for the discussion. You're an engaging conversationalist.
Is it really that deadly? Yes, it is.
So you're concealing runaway butchers in this very house, Aspity. Well, crucify me. What's this about? Running more errands for the Olgimskis? No, I need your help this time. Well, I gotta hear that. Why on earth would the wise serpent seek anyone's help? I need the tissue of a sand plague's victim. You can only find dead victims in the infected houses. Since you appear to be alive, you have never entered a single one of them. You will have 5 to 10 minutes if you do, then the infection strikes, with the expected results. You should write that down. I imagine it's 5 to 10 in-game minutes, so it's much shorter than real-life minutes. But we'll write this down. Is there even a single runaway that would agree to help? What would he want in return? Perhaps I could find a lot of runaways that would agree to help if only I ask them to. And the same me will ask you for a favor then. Will you do me one? It all depends on what you're planning to ask. You're influential with Wilkimski. Use that influence. Tell him to stop persecuting the runaways. It is no longer a revenge situation. But he's still all too eager. Takes the guy quite some time to calm down, huh? Anyway, if he swears to leave alone the butchers that are now outside the termitary, I'll talk 3 runaways into risking their lives. It's not like they have anything to lose anyway. I'll try that. I'd much rather not get infected myself if that's possible. Okay, we'll just head straight back to Big Vlad's. Does she have anything else to tell us?
Pins are sticking out of the pores of my skin.
Oh good, someone to trade with too. Let's save here. And see if we can't get our lockpick this time. No lockpick, no revolver ammo. That sucks. Have you tested our schmouters? I have actually tested a schmouter. And have you figured out what they're made of? They're drugs that are no longer produced. I thought when she said tested that she meant like taken. I haven't actually put them under a microscope yet. So we're back over here. We need to go around between these houses and to the bridge. Alright.
Yes?
I'd like to offer you a bargain. It has to do with your fugitives. Oh, come now. To my mind, there's nothing to discuss here. However, a good bargain always catches my attention, so... I mean... I can ask him to stop pursuing them, and ask what he wants in return. Or I can be... just completely callous about it all and say I can guarantee they'll die in the end. Because, I mean, it's not a lie. They're gonna be dissecting bodies for me, collecting samples of plague. They're not gonna survive that. Okay. Let's say I want you to stop pursuing them. What do you want in return? What's in it for you? I need the right that this caste seems to possess. They will dissect bodies for me. I see. Yes, this is a respectable motivation. A single butcher will suffice for this. No, no he won't. It's a dangerous and complicated task that will require many hands. Oh, come now. Any cutthroat can help you then. Try to make a deal with Bad Grief's bandits. That's the loss no one is ever going to grieve about. Good one, dude. And they're definitely knife happy. The rights of the kin and our own traditions mean nothing for them. In that case, I know of a person of dubious reputation who will help me. I mean the son of Barak, who's managed to clear himself of one charge only to get accused again immediately. Wait a minute! Wait a minute! I think we can find a different agreement. Okay, I'm listening. Let me see. I know what I'm going to ask. As a payment for my butchers, it's the unique resource you own, the one I'll never get my hands on. And that is your influence with the Canes. I'll cease to pursue the butchers if Georgie ceases to pursue young Barak. He isn't guilty. He has an airtight alibi against all charges, which I am willing to confirm. Let them leave him alone. Agreed? That's interesting. So as soon as I talk about talking to Isidore's son, he doesn't want me to do anything. Like, that's instant. That's a no-go. I can't do it. And he doesn't want the Canes to talk to him. He's hiding something. He's hiding Isidore's son for some reason. From both me and the Canes. Does he think me working with Isidore's son will lead to me telling the Canes all about him and them learning some important information that they wouldn't have acquired otherwise? This game makes brain hurty. Alright, let's write this down. Why do you care for Isidore's son so much? We have a common goal. I don't know that that's good. I don't exactly trust Big Vlad. So you are telling me he's completely innocent, right? Indeed, indeed. And I'd rather you convinced Reuben that young Barak has nothing to do with Isidore's tragic death. The thick-headed Reuben is the last one who still needs convincing anyway. The boy might be labeled a patricide, as if he hasn't had enough. You do see Reuben from time to time. I know that. Okay. Alright. I'm not gonna tell him that I want him to avoid telling people that I know where Reuben is. Like, I know it's supposed to be a secret, but I feel like if I give him that bit of information, he'll use it against me later on. Like, he'll immediately go around telling people, oh yeah, this guy knows where Reuben is. I'll tell Reuben, oh, he hasn't finished yet. I haven't finished yet. Apart from that, I wish they stopped torturing me about the termitary. I'm tired of repeating it's clean. That's why it was closed in the first place. Ugh. I really want to closely examine the termitary myself, but I think I've gotta trust Vlad on this one. Just for the time being. I'm sure I'll have opportunities to go in there later. I mean, I say that like I've got an opportunity now. I don't really. I'm not going to get in without his permission, and I think the only way I'm going to get his permission is if things escalate to a point where it's dangerous. Well, more dangerous than it already is. I think either the riots are going to have to worsen, or otherwise the situation in the termitary is going to have to get worse. But eventually he's going to need me to look at it. Whether he is thrilled about that or not won't matter. I'm going to have to look at it at some point. So yeah, we'll stop the persecution here, and also I will not talk to the Canes about what's going on in the termitary. For goodness sake. If you put it like this, yes, certainly. Certainly I was going to as well. It's no matter now. Now that the Skinners is infected, just like the crude sprawl before it, you have my word as a merchant. The thing is, I know you as a man of honor. Damn it. Do keep in mind that you've given yourself away more than I could have ever expected. Great. Anything else you want to say to me before I deliver your message?
This girl is dangerous.
Yeah, it's not over yet. Great. So we need to talk to... we'll go to Ruben first, because he's closest. Then we'll go to Victor and Georgie. I already don't know where Ruben is. Do I turn left? Do I turn right? I just go around and go down the stairs. Okay, we can do that. There's no stairs. Okay, I need to go further around. There's still no stairs. Oh god, where am I? I need to get out of here and go further around. There we go, stairs! How exciting. The poor bachelor's running around on like 2 health. At least he's not running around infecting people anymore. Did I go too far? I feel like I went too far, because that's not Ruben's. Oh, Ruben's is over here. There we go. I did go too far. Here he is. Hello, I have wonderful news. I'm no longer carrying that awful disease.
The grip of the manhunt is tightening.
Well, I had wonderful news, but you obviously don't want to hear it. I'm leaving. So I guess I'll go to the Canes first. I'm so tempted just to teleport, but we'll walk, because we do need to trade. And there have been very few opportunities to trade. Oops, sorry for looking at the dirt for a second. Adjusting my mouse. Don't think it's late enough that well, we might be able to. We'll pop in here for a second and see if there's anything new. thought there's supposed to be a play going on, dude.
A wrong place invites a fatal turn of events.
I don't know how to make the plays happen. I know that they're supposed to happen in the evening. Maybe it's just not dark enough yet? Okay, let's talk to Victor first. 'Cause he seems like the more useful brother when he does talk. Georgie just kinda has a temper tantrum
Yes?
every time I talk to him. Every hour brings us more trouble, yes. Oh, well, that was great. That was, you know what? Thanks, Victor. Thanks. I was like, oh yeah, this is the more useful brother. Once again, you have nothing to say to me. I'm gonna go let your brother have a temper tantrum at me while I tell him that the plague is terrible and that Isidore's son is innocent, probably. Hi, Georgie. I'm here to upset you again.
I feel almost nothing.
I will richly reward a friends that bring Simon's body for me, and I will squeeze the last drop of blood from the mongrel who stole it. Okay. I have a favor to ask of you, Judge. I am indebted to you, dear doctor. Speak. I will be happy to grant any request that is within my power to fulfill. It has to do with Isidore Barak's son. Yes, I know the man, if only by what the others have to say about him. Regrettably, I've yet to meet him personally. He was one of the main suspects in Simon's murder. He also hasn't cleared himself, not to my judgment anyway, of the charge of the murdering his own father. Now he is the main suspect in the theft of my brother's body. I hope you are not going to solicit forgiveness on his behalf. Well, is it really his behalf? If it's actually Olgimski's behalf, on behalf of me, on behalf of Aspity? On behalf of the butchers that are living with Aspity? It's a lot of behalves. They kind of make up a bit of a whole. So, that's exactly what I'm going to do, is I'm going to ask for forgiveness on his behalf. This is one of the few requests that I am not prepared to meet. That is to say, I wouldn't be if anyone other than you were asking. But I believe without a shadow of a doubt that you are acting in good faith, with most noble intentions. Yeah, I'm doing this because I want people to carve up bodies for me so I don't have to do it and so I don't get sick. I feel like if I tell him that it's Vlad's idea, he's gonna be upset. So I'm just gonna say that the kid needs a break. And him getting a break is what I need of him now anyway. Very well, Doctor. I will do what you ask of me. But having done that, I urge you to tell me who stole my brother's body as soon as you learn their identity. I promise I will not punish Barack, only unless it turns out that he was the thief. Yeah. Sure, I'll tell you if I know where your brother's body is. I absolutely will do that. Can we talk about something else?
Olginsky has put a bounty on any runaway butcher. What is the old fox
Okay.
trying to hide?
So we can lie and say it was the runaway butchers, or we can tell the truth and say it was Reuben. But either way, I don't think it's the right option, because Reuben did ask us not to tell anyone. So now I need to go back to Big Vlad. Just all the way across town. Let's keep our eyes peeled for open doors as well. Should we stop at Eva's? I guess we might as well since we're over here.
Yes?
Okay, she doesn't have anything else to say. We can stop at the theater on the way back to Big Vlad's as well. Though I still am not sure it's dark enough for anything to be happening. I don't know if it has to be dark. I was under the impression that it all started at 6. Which it was about a few minutes after 6 when we came there before, and now it's 9:30. So I feel like I'm missing out though by not seeing what's going on at the theater. Nope. Okay. I don't know, maybe when I do a playthrough with what's his face, the next character, I'll be able to see some of the plays. Maybe I'll have it figured out by then. Okay, I passed on your message to Georgie.
What?
Okay. I'll go back to Aspity then. So we'll just go across the bridge, and I'll remember that there is a gap in the fence there, so I won't get as lost. It is this bridge here, right? Yeah. I do feel kind of bad for the people that I'm condemning to death here. But it does save me a lot of trouble. And time.
Is it really that deadly?
So Big
Yes,
Vlad
it
agrees.
is.
He swore that from this point on not a single runaway in the town would be killed on his orders. Did he say that? I mean, I guess we sort of negotiated that, but he didn't say that explicitly. Proof? It's already done. The orders have been issued for Sabarov's patrolmen and Stiogimski's men. Sealed and delivered. Has it? I don't think we've done that. But anyway, you have my word, and you have Big Vlad's words too. And of course, he's right now not in a position to break his promise. Because he is also persecuted. Fine then. I'll send 3 butchers to the infected skinners. They'll be waiting for you there. If they manage to find a dead body, cut it, and survive to see you, that is. Follow them in an hour. They may die before you reach them, so waste no time. Really? Why would you want them to split up? That enhances the chance of success, doesn't it? Also, these 3 butchers I fancy the least. uh, okay. I strongly advise you to conduct reconnaissance before you go to the infected district. I've been there several times. I know what it's like. I hate it. Prepare for the field trip well. Rumor has it the place leaves you less chances than a mincing machine would. The patrolmen guarding the infected houses have already consumed half the confiscated drugs. Thank you.
What's wrong with my...
Okay, did we get a letter? No, this is the same one we had before. There's no time to procrastinate. I just need to know where I'm going. Aren't I supposed to be following someone? She said follow them in an hour. Should I wait for an hour? But then it says don't procrastinate. Hang on. Okay, I found a Reddit post that is exactly how I would have phrased the Reddit post. I'm completely lost on what they are asking me to do in the day 3 mission. 3 butchers are heading to the Skinner's district in an hour, and for me to meet them and yet not follow them or something? Okay, go to the infected district and investigate. Now I just want to make sure that I'm definitely going to the right district as well. Pathologic Skinner's district. Because I think it's where I've been wandering around already, right? Okay. We need to check around the yard southeast of Sticky's yard, behind Isidore's house, and the wasteland of the bone pole where the crowd was burning the witch. May also be that clearing right of Sabarov's house, a bit below Isidore's house. Okay. And someone said the whole fun of it is running away from the plague and trying to find these people, so don't use a guide, but I get really stressed out. I am so stressed. There are points in this game where I'm so stressed that I miss playing Dark Souls, and I hate Dark Souls. So like, it can be stressful. And if you like Dark Souls, I'm I'm sorry, it's nothing against you personally. I just like having a life outside of gaming. Yeah. Not that we have a life outside of gaming. Thanks. Slowly making my way up to the district. I don't think there's going to be any gaps in the fence, but we can look. Hey, someone to trade with. I'll save. Hello, trade with me. Trade with me. Trade with me. Trade. Let's trade. Let's trade. Lockpick. It's still not letting me click it. Okay. We're gonna pause and look up why I can't buy lockpick. Pathologic. Can't buy lockpick. Can't select lockpick? Okay, I'm not crazy, right? Like, this isn't supposed to be working like this. I wonder if I broke it when I cheated earlier to spawn in a lockpick? But like, I can't select it. I can't select either of them. What if I do this? Okay, now I can. I was just being dumb. Okay. And now I have my lockpick. Okay. That's fine. We're all good here. Thank you. I appreciate you. There are more patrolmen over here as well. That's... Plague person. I don't like that it's getting dark out here. Let's go into the yard, I guess. No? No, thank you. Turn on my brightness a little bit. Am I at the yard? Yeah, this is it. Is that... What's going on with you? Oh! Can you shoot this guy or punch him to death or something? I bet if I go through the fence he won't come in after me. I don't see a butcher in here. Oh. There he is. Oh, right, I have to read out loud. Sorry. Don't worry, sir, the evildoers are dead. Upon Olgimski's orders? Armed resistance. They must have thought Vlad had sent us. But there's something fishy about this here business. Why? It gets worse! That beast carved him up and wrapped him up. Prepared him for something. Been waiting for the Ripper. He's still at large. Is him that killed old Barak. Ain't gone nowhere. Ain't fooling no one. It was for him the butcher did it. No question about it. What in the world makes you think so? He was waiting for him, so he was. Anyway, it's all pointing towards it. Good thing we were there to dissuade him. But in a different neighborhood, another butcher like that slipped away. I just got the report. How I'd love to give the beats the good thrashing. Him and whoever's paying him. Shame I can't leave my post. And what happened to the body? The body was given to the family. They'll bury it. I guess that's the right thing to do. Great. So where were the other places? One was near Sabarov's, right? The empty yard near Sabarov. Now I can't remember. Let me check the post again. Okay, we can check behind Isidore's house as well. These houses are getting like super moldy too. Don't plague me. Where are we? This is Isidore's house. Oh, that better not be another dead butcher. Bastard. I needed this guy. That was close. And where's the final one? Oh, we still need to find the bone pole. So it's the clearing near his house where the bone pole is. Oh, man. There, right? I need to get in there. It's all fenced off. Looks like there's a way in around over here. Nope, still fenced off. Need to keep my eyes peeled for a flag. Because they've got those up where... Yes, there we go. Here's the bone pole, but I don't see a butcher. Oh, he's dead too. Bastards! I needed that! The villain, to chop up a lad like that, he must know his trade well, eh? Dressing carcasses and the likes. Look over there, they're carrying the body with all the cuttings. Where to? Where are they carrying the body? To the cemetery. Where else? To prepare for burial. Why do you ask, sir? Why wasn't this body returned to the family? Ain't got no family. There's only Grace to give him solace now. Alright. Great. Good job, buddy. You got the right guy. Sorry you're dead. Glad it's not me. Oh, I walked straight through that. Okay. I kind of recognized what was happening a second too late. We should be able to go between the houses, through the gap in the fence, and straight to the cemetery. I think we're gonna call this when we get to Grace. I don't really feel up to making it to day 4. That's not Grace. This is Grace over here. Is there anybody in the ditch? Cool. Oh boy. It looks like they're burning it. Great. Let me go. Was this the body that was brought from an infected district? Yes, we're preparing it for the burial. What's in it for you? Didn't the governor inform you of my mandate? Governor Sabarov? Governor Sabarov is not my commanding officer. I'm a volunteer. Do you get that, doctor? Do I need to spell it out for you? Can we strike a bargain here? Like, what's go- Well, that seems like a good place to stop. Wow. Well, that's it for today, guys. I'll have the notes updated soon. Thanks again for watching. Hope everyone's having a good day. And remember, if you have an opportunity to bargain with angry volunteer guards, don't do it. They'll punch you in the face so hard that you will instantly die. Good night, everyone.